Space, the final frontier. More like frontier if you want to make it that way. Let's have a good time, y'all. Here we go. It's a Star Trek.
Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your Game Bastard Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
We're in the new studio.
Oh, yeah. We moved studios. So if it sounds different, sorry.
Yep.
It sounds great.
We have a great view of Rockefeller Plaza.
I don't know. Like, I'm the only person who's going to be like, oh, my God. Like, it sounds crazy. I don't like it. Like, it sounds like a fucking My Morning Jacket album.
You're right. You were the only one that got that.
Yes.
Only 4% of our listeners can hear the inaudible screeching from the walls.
It's kind of true because Kyle took us on a tour of the house. There's a lot of nooks, crannies, and alcoves and places that seemingly go nowhere. Mm-hmm. This is literally a murder house at some point. What is it, about 80 years old?
Yeah, well, we're in the Winchester Mansion.
It's designed by Mark Danielewski.
Yes.
We're in the Amontillado house.
It's the House of Leaves.
By the way, I have each of you a cask.
Okay. No, I think Kyle said the other day it's like H.H. Holmes' murder castle.
Yeah, that vat of acid in the
So
corner.
many fireplaces.
And yes, in case you're wondering if you're one of our patrons, we did not realize that Kyle was going to use the Patreon money to buy a new house.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I appreciate it.
So Austin, Todd, and I will be starting a GoFundMe just so we can get health insurance. While Kyle suckles at your teeth like a megalomania.
So please feel free to donate because I'm having a child.
The yacht launches in 1 week.
Austin's having a child. I just adopted a dog. Come on.
Yeah, you guys look for Kyle out on the lake in SS Cham.
I can barely afford bananas.
But we're in a new studio space that hopefully has the same general audio quality. We think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do some audio proofing on it if it does sound different. We got plans.
I'm just happy because obviously none of our listeners know this, but in the other studio, it was kind of cramped, and the seat that I sat in was the one that everyone had to walk around to get to the bathroom, and that's not going to happen in this. We got plenty of room. I don't have to keep constantly scooching up.
Actually, we all have bedpans now.
No, Todd, the city is going to have a bike path installed right behind you. So we're going to play some Star Trek tonight.
Yeah, trekking.
Yeah, we started out in the previous episode playing Star Trek Adventures, I guess. Is that the official?
Correct.
Yeah. Star Trek Adventures, 2D20 system from Modiphius. I mean, it's 2D20, it's Star Trek. What more do you need to know?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're starting at part 2, then dumb.
Yeah, so 2Radiate, if you have not listened to the previous episode, we would recommend it because this is going to start basically in media res. But if you're fine with that, then carry on. So who are each of you playing in this Star Trek adventure? To be clear, your characters all hail from the Starfleet ship USS Fieri.
Well, I'm playing Security Officer Dash Kratos. He's a Tellarite. He's kind of a beefy dude.
Commander Jerry, science officer, live long and prosper and whatnot.
Noted.
I like how Jerry is like the stoic Vulcan we've all grown to love, but he's got a little bit of swag. You know? And I'm playing Cap'n Cham. I believe he prefers Cap'n. So he's kind of the boss you've had that is way more concerned with being friends with the staff than actually getting his job done.
Sure.
For sure. And I think we figured out in the last episode he got the job through a clerical mistake or some kind of computer issue. So
yeah, he was supposed to be in the lower decks. And,
yeah.
And he's just so polite, Starfleet just can't take it away from him.
He's got a good staff. They get everything done for him.
By this point, he's got a very good track record because he's very encouraging with his crew.
The holodeck is nothing but pizza parties now.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, God. Cham would love a pizza party, right?
Well, Cham's one of the few that understands when you've got a good culture, productivity goes up.
To briefly sum up, you are on the planet Xerxes IV, coming to investigate a distress call from a science outpost. Shuttlecraft crashed. You engaged some Neanderthal-like attackers who were wearing tattered Starfleet uniforms. At least one of them was. So you guys are standing on the path that leads to the research station. The dust is settling after the kerfuffle. There's a number of stunned Neanderthals.
Yeah, we didn't kill any of them.
No.
Yeah.
They are, though, laying alongside the destroyed bodies of your two red shirt ensigns.
Chris and Chris.
And as we try to be non-lethal with our attackers, we sacrifice the bodies of some Chris's.
And Jerry begins to mind meld with the one you identified as the leader, who's wearing the least tattered Starfleet uniform. Now, I think anybody that's watched Star Trek a little bit knows what a mind meld is, but what does the actual talent in the book do, Todd?
Well, I'll tell you. It's the melding of minds through physical contact. This will always require a task with a difficulty of at least 1.
Okay.
Which can be opposed by an unwilling participant. This is not an unwilling participant.
No,
though,
he's
I don't
sleepy.
think. Yeah. If successful, I link minds with the participant, sharing thoughts and memories. Momentum can be spent to gain more information or perform deeper telepathic exchanges. Now, the link goes both ways, though, and it's a tiring and potentially hazardous process for me. Complications can result in pain, disorientation, and lingering emotional or behavioral difficulties. So there's a chance that Jerry could go full Neanderthal if...
Or you could get diarrhea.
melts. Yeah.
All right. So it's the innate difficulty is 1.
But I'm thinking this is like I said, this is a Neanderthal. I don't think if it was someone of a higher intelligence level, perhaps there might be a chance for Jerry to come out of it with...
Stupid is its own strength, Todd.
No, this is true.
So it's going to be difficulty 2.
All right.
Because he wasn't always a Neanderthal, and there's some adverse things affecting his mind.
This is true.
We're also going to double the complication range. So normally it would be 19 and 20, since it's difficulty 2. Now it'll be 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, what do you roll for mind meld?
I'm going to go with insight and science.
Can Cham help with this, Kyle?
No.
I've got something good.
Well, okay. Well, hold that thought. So I'm going to say it will be... Science works for me, but I think it's more of control.
Okay, well, yeah. My insight and control are both 10, so
Cool.
either one is fine.
Yeah, Vulcan control is the big thing here. Okay, so now...
Control and science, that's a target number 15.
Cool. Corey, what's your idea? How you're helping? How Cham is helping?
One of Captain Cham's focuses is triage.
Yeah?
So he fashions a quick lean-to to kind of create a little medical station.
Sets up a mash tent.
Yeah, because I don't want to what if he gets taken out of the trance because he's getting a sunburn?
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, you do that. It does not help.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
But you're not going to get a sunburn.
All right, so target number 15, difficulty, Kyle.
2.
Difficulty 2.
Well, I got all these threat dice. Let's just... Difficulty 3.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah, he ain't here.
So you've got your determination. Kyle, is there anything as far as preparation here that Todd can do?
He could use a cooling lotion on his hands.
Well, is there anything
No.
in the realm of like taking aim and stuff like that that would give him the chance to re-roll it?
Base Jergens.
Not unless he would have a talent that let him.
Okay, Cham has a talent called Spirit of Discovery. Obviously. You may spend 1 determination, which is kind of our luck point kind of things we have in this. You can spend one of yours, and I think we start with 3.
Yes.
To add 3 points to the group momentum pool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that could be
At
helpful.
least give him some more die.
Yeah, he could then spend momentum on it, sure.
Okay, I do that.
Hell yeah. Nice call.
Yeah,
Leadership.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, if this is like the other Modiphius games, like 1 momentum can buy you 1 more die, and 2, it's incremental.
Yes.
2 would buy you, and 3, and etc.
Yeah, it's always an increasing cost up to a max of 3.
Yeah. I mean, if it's cool with y'all, spend all them fuckers, Todd, and get you 2 extra die.
Okay, cool.
Jerry will take the 2 extra die.
I don't like it.
Well,
And so we got a difficulty 3 with a target number of 15, and I'm rolling 4d20.
Yes.
Well, first off,
Oh, you
There's
guys
a-
can't see it, but he is so dejected.
there is a 15 and a 9. Those are 2 successes.
That's good.
Then there's a 19 and an 18.
oh no.
Cool. Both of those are complications.
Yes.
I would say spend a determination there. That lets you roll as many as you want. Is that right?
Well, I believe in previous games you could, but I think the language in Star Trek specifically is you re-roll the whole pool.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Still, I think it's worth it. You know,
Yeah,
I had
sure.
2 successes and 2 complications. I need 3 successes. Might as well re-roll the whole damn thing.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's have a nice time.
Yeah. I mean, don't roll 420s.
Okay, there's a 6, a 14, an 11, and a 12. That's 4 successes.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So we get a momentum.
Yep.
So it only took you guys 2 determination to do the mind.
To mind meld with the 8 men.
Oh, God.
Jerry places his hand on the Neanderthal's head. In the weird Vulcan way they do it, for Cham and Dash, nothing happens. For the Neanderthal and Jerry, worlds change. Jerry is taken back through the Neanderthal's recent life, clubbing some strange beast and ripping its carcass apart with the rest of his tribe to feast on its innards, humping a log in the forest. Being a science officer in a research station? Thinking about TPS reports and tritium levels, and then feeling a strange urge to rip off his uniform and run out into the wilderness. This was definitely a former Starfleet officer. And something has happened. And from his mind, you're not sure exactly what did, but apparently there's some sort of malady affecting the people at the research station that turns them into Neanderthals. And you see how this scientist became sick, began losing higher brain function. But as far as you can delve from his past, they have no idea why it's happening.
All right, guys, listen up. A little while ago, he was a science officer, much like myself. But then something happened. I don't know what. We're going to have to investigate further, but something caused him to go Neanderthal, much like William Hurt and Ken Russell's Altered States.
I was literally going to make that reference at some point. That's so on. But yes, on brand. Yeah.
That's right. Jerry studies ancient Earth films, the classics. Anyway, 1 minute he was like doing science, and then the next minute he was munching on intestines and ejaculating on logs.
Well,
We've all been there, buddy. Anyway, what do you guys think we should do?
Was it only this man?
No, it was everyone.
All the apes. All my apes gone.
Something happened here that turned everyone to shit.
Famous Vulcan vernacular.
Well, we must proceed with caution when we get to the science center.
That sounds like a good plan there, Dash.
Just at that point, one of the previously stunned Neanderthals comes to, hoots, grabs one of the torsos of the Chris's and runs off into the jungle.
I can't get over it.
Yesterday, that guy was probably studying plants. Now look at him. I just wish I had the emotion to feel bad about it.
So he grabbed the other Chris?
He grabbed part of a torso.
Oh,
So you guys have some information about what may have happened at the research center.
yeah.
You are in the middle of the jungle. Shuttlecraft is still disabled.
We still need parts from the science center, so I say we still continue to follow this trail of beacons back to this science outpost.
That sounds like a good idea, but just to let you know, one time I did the same thing and I just ended up at a beacon sales place. That's how they get ya.
I'll risk it, Captain.
Okay.
As Dash and Cham start making their way toward the Science Research Center, Jerry lags behind because he's just staring at a log.
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, so we make our way to the research station.
Yes.
So you make your way through the jungle, following the beacons. Todd, Jerry is going to have to make a control and command test to maintain their composure. Because whatever afflicted these other Starfleet personnel is now affecting Jerry.
So Jerry staring at that log was a bit of foreshadowing.
Yes.
All right.
So it's difficulty 2.
Okay. My control is 10. My command is 3. So that's a target number 13.
Alrighty.
And I guess helping isn't an option because we don't know it's happening to him.
Yeah, Jerry doesn't even know it's happening.
Okay.
Well, that's a 16 and a 19.
God.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to use a determination. That's 2. I just got 1 left, but I'm going to re-roll both of these die.
Nice.
And that's a 6
Yay.
and a 20.
Oh.
Which is a complication.
He goes full ape.
So I'm going to take a threat for that. Put that in the old GM threat pool. The waters are nice and warm. You gain the trait paranoia. This is a dangerous planet. Jerry becomes increasingly worried about what might be out in the jungle.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, what's that, buddy?
I think it was a banshee.
The what? We had them in my country, but we deported them. Yeah, we built a wall.
No, seriously, I think there's something out there. I can't identify what it is. I just feel eyes on me.
Well, we're all looking at you right now.
Yeah, you look great. You look like you've been doing a bunch of squat thrusts.
Just stay focused on the path. We have to find the science station.
Yeah, come on. We're just going this way.
So you come to a ravine that hacks through the jungle. On the other side is obviously a Starfleet outpost. This domed building with a security fence around it. There's clearly some superficial damage to the outside of the building. Looks like a fire was started at some point.
Feces splattered against the wall from
Yeah.
the ape attacks.
The doors are sealed, and there was a bridge across the ravine, but someone toppled a tree to smash it. And now the tree and what remains of the bridge are at the bottom of the ravine.
I say we turn back. I mean, I don't see any way across this ravine, and plus there might be ghosts on the other side.
Nah, we just knock down another tree and walk across that, man.
That's a great idea.
It's actually a really
Yeah,
good
it's
idea.
a cap and sham.
Cap and Jam's played platformers before.
But what about the demons?
I don't think there's any demons, buddy. Look, man, you need to calm down. You're usually jittery. Now you're scary. Talking about all the bumps in the night. Come on, man. Chill.
Out in the jungle, you hear a Neanderthalic shriek.
Ah, that's just another ape, man. We take care of them all day long.
It's just another ape, man. Oh, you know how it is.
That's the next Bastard Quest t-shirt. Cham says chill.
Who's shooting down the tree?
Okay, so we're definitely going to the
Yeah, I mean, that works for me. I mean, I can roll to see if Dash can like just punch one down.
Well,
but
Cham has a 4 in trees, but only conifers.
Ooh.
Oh, damn it. They're all
Unfortunately.
deciduous.
This is a deciduous planet.
Ah, every time.
I think before we knock down this tree, I mean, we need to make sure that it's not connected to something underground that could, like, possibly come back to life and curse us all.
Don't worry, buddy. We're not on Pandora. This tree ain't connected to the blue cat people or nothing.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of budget.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So Dash has a focus of survival.
There you go.
So he's, probably had to
He's
hunt
cut-
in the woods and lay
definitely
traps
cut down
and
a tree.
rub mud on himself and shit like that. Kyle, what am I rolling here?
I mean, how are you toppling a tree? I guess is my question.
So I have a fitness of 10, which is the same as my daring, which is what I would usually be using to shoot something. So I'm going to say fitness and engineering or command.
Engineering
to
kind of
see-
makes sense. You're
Definitely engineering.
Yeah, to see if I can wrestle this tree to the ground.
Wait, so you're gonna physically try to push a tree like a tree?
I mean, if I use fitness. I mean, if I use daring or control, I can try to shoot it.
Well, I mean, it's a tree. These are large trees that you're gonna have to cross a ravine with. I don't know how.
Okay, so let's say this. Dash has a security toolkit. Would we say there are things in there that he can use to...
a pocket knife. to cut down a tree.
I have my fold-out pole saw. I'm thinking,
I think this is the time for technobabble.
yeah, I'm thinking like he cobbles together some sort of device to actually like collapse the dirt around the tree and...
Yeah, try converting the dilithium crystals in your phaser to make it a cutting tool.
Okay, so absolutely.
Come on, that's Star Trek as fuck.
I'm literally going with that. So I'm gonna use one of the components in my phaser to target only organic material, meaning only the tree, not the dirt, and cobble together some sort of charge that will vaporize the dirt around the tree, but leave the roots intact, where it will basically just become top heavy and fall over.
I'm in favor,
Can Cham help in this situation?
potentially.
Well, considering he's the one who came up with the idea of the converting
Sure.
the phaser, I
Sure.
think he's going to use his focus of Starfleet protocols.
Yeah, this is standard procedure. Just shoot the tree down.
Some Starfleet manual just buried in piles of text. There's like 3A. Yeah,
Sure.
just shoot the tree down.
I started to say, yeah, we can say like Dash was just going to try to make a bomb, and you were like, why don't you use a more focused method?
Yeah. So roll your command and Starfleet protocols or what have you.
So I think this would be command and presence.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Okay. That's a total of 15.
Cool.
So I just rolled the one die, right, for helping.
Correct.
What's his difficulty number here, Kyle, to shoot down the tree to make a bridge?
It's going to be 2.
Okay. That's a 4,
Nice.
which would be a crit. So that's 2 successes.
There
Oh,
you
do
go.
you have a focus in that?
Yeah.
Well, Starfleet protocols is the
Cool.
focus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know the rules. I read that book one time.
All right. So,
Yeah, I got the cliff notes.
so I'm just rolling to make sure I get at least one success to use them.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, and to see if we get any momentum. So Dash is going to use engineering and let's see, control. Is that what we said?
Yeah, engineering and control.
Okay. All right. So then at target number 11, I also am using a focus and survival. So then that'll increase my crit range to 1 and 2, 6 and 4. So 2 successes.
Dear
so
Lord.
we get 2 more momentum off of that.
Yay.
Yeah. So the cutting phaser beam vaporizes a chunk of the dirt around the tree and it falls smoothly across the ravine. You even use the cutting blast to trim off some of the limbs to make it even easier to walk across.
Oh, wow. Dozens of cookie-making elves come pouring out of the base.
Just dropping into the ravine.
our industry.
So you guys,
Jerry apologizes to the tree before he walks over it. I'm sorry we had to do this. Just don't send any of your tree demons after us.
So you guys get across the ravine. Science outpost is there. The main door is closed, but it doesn't appear to be locked or sealed otherwise. But there are marks where someone was battering it with something, and there's a log and large rocks scattered around the entrance. Fortunately, Starfleet technology proved superior to basic Ewok tools.
Cham still knocks.
It's polite. Huh?
So it takes a few moments, but the door does open.
Wait a minute, sir.
Hey.
Dash holds up his tricorder and says, we should scan the environment to make sure this, whatever has caused these people to devolve is not some sort of airborne virus.
That's a good call, buddy.
I couldn't agree more.
Although somebody else is going to have to do it because I don't know how to use them.
Well, I will tell you that as good Starfleet officers, you have been regularly testing the area around you with your tricorders, and you haven't picked up anything unusual.
Okay.
Cool.
Just let me do one more quick test to make sure there's no like secondhand smoke or anything in here.
Yeah, okay. I only vape. It's harmless. It's Fruity Pebbles.
All right, so then we're opening the door and kind of scanning around inside.
Yeah, we're still waving around our tricorders like idiots.
Kyle, are any of the computers in the research facility still have power?
Yeah, is there power in this place at all?
Yeah, it is powered, though when you go in, the interior has been ransacked. The equipment stockpiles have been ripped open. There's damage to lighting and walls. And this isn't a large facility, but you make a cursory sweep, and it's clear that some of the Starfleet personnel definitely went, crazy.
Ape shit.
Yes. Within and escaped out.
Oh man, these apes must have had a pizza party. Look at how rowdy they got in here. And oh no, it was Little Caesars too. Come on now, do better than that.
So you're searching the facility and you don't find anyone, but you do come to a storage door that's locked, and you hear a muffled voice on the other side.
So I assume this isn't, to our ears, like ape noises.
No, you can hear someone talking. You just
Okay.
can't tell what they're saying.
So Cham approaches the door and knocks, because polite, and
You hear a voice. Who's there?
Housekeeping. Nah, just kidding. It's a Starfleet friend. It's Captain Cham for the USS Fieri. Open the door, you son of a bitch. I'm just kidding.
So the door opens, and it's a Starfleet officer. Her uniform is a bit tattered, and there's some scorch marks on it, but she looks cognizant and aware and normal. But she has tears in her eyes, and she says it's too late. They've all succumbed, and she points back, and behind her on a cot is another Starfleet officer who is sweating, clearly in the grip of some ailment, and is starting to grunt. But he is as yet unchanged.
Oh, put the foot on the brake there, ape buddy. They're not gonna go there yet. We're here to save you. Let me ask you something, Miss Lady, friend.
Yes, Captain.
What happened?
A keen investigative mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, she introduces herself as Dr. Wallace, and Dr. Stewart is on the cot, and they were part of the research team at this station doing a normal cataloging of flora and fauna. There were 13 of them. They don't know what caused the rapid de-evolution. It's only been going on for about a week, coincided with the arrival of the ion storm. Previously, they'd been here for about a year with no adverse reactions to any of the environmental factors. She tells you that they don't know what's causing the de-evolution, but it is definitely, it varies from person to person. Some people are more susceptible to it, while she and Stewart have held out the longest. She doesn't really feel any effect, and Stewart has only started succumbing in the past 24 hours.
So they were vaccinated and boosted.
But she also tells you that they'd recently made a breakthrough in their research, and they discovered a combination of some of the genetic material from the planet could be used in the treatment for a rheumatic syndrome, which is a malady that afflicts people in the galaxy. But this research is, of course, imperiled, since most of the core research team is rampaging through the jungle, eating grass. So she, of course, defers all command decisions to the newly arrived captain.
Yeah, I'm a captain. That's okay, but I'm still gonna be your buddy, Ms. Wallace.
So, Captain, what do you want to do?
Let me ask you this, Dr. Wallace. You got your data handy? Or your researchings?
Well, unfortunately, one of the scientists tried to flee with it. We had a shuttlecraft, and apparently he must have succumbed midway through his flight because we saw it crash.
Was he the monkey one? Because we met him.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Do you know what elements it is from this planet were needed to create a cure?
Yes. It was 3 specific pieces of flora and fauna. I can provide you with the list.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that this was something inherent in this planet, or do you think it was some kind of attack?
I don't know. We haven't had much time to study it. We've mostly been trying to not be murdered by the others.
Okay, team, here's the plan. We're getting the 2 of you out of here, and we're going to grab some quick parts because our shuttlecraft got all bumped up. I don't know who was driving, and we're going to get back to the Fieri.
Ron Howard voice. Cham was driving.
Basically, I'm saying let's get them out of here, grab whatever parts we need, because at this point, there's probably no helping. I mean, we could run around the planet all day looking for more ape men to help. But,
Sure.
Getting them back on board, I suspect if whatever is causing that de-evolution is planet-based, we can help this guy by getting him off planet.
Yeah. Well, and if she gives us the list, maybe we can, on our way out, I mean, we got to head back to the ship anyway.
Right.
So maybe we'll have enough time to maybe grab some ingredients and stuff along the way and see if we can maybe synthesize a cure back on the Fieri.
Oh, yeah, we'll find the ingredients. And then on the Fieri, we got all kinds of probes. We can shoot into that iron cloud and see what's up and see if it's made by goblins.
Goblins are real, I'm just saying. Jerry supports this plan. One of my values, of course, is the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few ape men.
All right, so who is going to be searching for the parts you need?
I'm guessing this is going to be like an engineering kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an engineering of 3. Is that the highest amongst us? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I've got a talent in survival. So maybe Dash should take care of hunting for whatever stuff is on Dr. Wallace's list.
Yeah, does Dr. Wallace like actually have any of those samples in the lab? I mean, it's a fucking lab. She'd be a shitty doctor if she didn't.
They did, but remember the lab was wrecked.
To me, that should be a secondary goal.
Okay.
Like, if we can get it on the way back to the ship, but we need to get the fuck off this planet before this guy apes out on us real hard.
So in the meantime, since I've got an engineering of 2, why don't I help Cham?
Okay.
There you go.
Do you have a focus that could help? Murder. With your guy.
No, I mean just survival's the closest, but I don't really think that applies here.
We're trying to survive. But
So I'm going to say insight and engineering, Kyle.
To search for equipment?
Yeah.
I think reason.
Reason, okay. That's definitely not as good. So Dash has a reason of 7 and engineering of 2, so a target number of 9.
Cham's reason is 8. His engineering is 3, so that's an 11.
Okay.
So, Austin, you go first.
Yep. Oh, I rolled a 2.
God, what a great game for you.
I know. Modiphius is just heaven sent for me. I know my engineering is 2, but I have no focus, so that is not a crit.
Okay.
That is just a success.
Okay, target 11 for me. Well, this is ominous. 2 13s.
Oh,
Good
well.
Lord.
Yeah, I didn't find none. So, determination, do those refresh after sessions or?
At the end of an adventure.
Okay, we're almost at the end, so I'm going to re-roll these fuckers. Well, it's a 3 and a 20. Dear
Nice.
Lord.
So we did get our 2 successes, but
So you find them on the manifest for the station. They were stowed on the other shuttlecraft.
Fucking shit. So we got to find this stupid fucking shuttlecraft. Okay. Yeah, which way did it go, lady?
well, is there anything on the science station's database to track the shuttle? See if we can find it that way.
I mean, it's a standard Starfleet shuttlecraft. It would have an emergency distress beacon that
A
would
low jack.
activate automatically.
Yeah, it's always more beacons. That's what I'm talking about. That's how they get you. Beacons weren't even a thing 30 years ago. Now they're everywhere.
It's like sensors on modern cars.
just good marketing.
All right, so then we'll check the computers in the science station to check for where the shuttle has gone.
Okay.
Is that going to be an engineering or science?
Yeah, science and probably reason or insight, depending
All right,
on.
Vulcan, sounds like you're up.
I don't know what's happening to me, but
It's okay, you can do it.
can't stop thinking about logs.
It's difficulty 1.
Jerry's insight is 10 and his science is 5, so that's a target number 15. Ooh, and that's a 3 and a 9. 2 successes.
Nice.
Do you have a focus that could apply here?
Yes, computers. So
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
Okay.
Maybe.
So that's 2 more momentum.
Yes.
Hey.
So it went down only about a kilometer to the east.
Okay, let's make a little trek. Haha.
And it was a control. According to the computer, it was a controlled landing. The autopilot took over after the operator became non-functional.
Sounds like he got a case of the apes. Well, let's go.
So the 3 of you, what do you do with the 2 scientists?
I think we take them with us, right?
Take them with you?
Yeah. Is it like away from our shuttlecraft, or is it
Yes.
kind of on the way?
Well, the one, Dr. Stewart's about to werewolf into one.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mean
Yeah.
where ape?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys just chill out here. We'll be back and get you.
So the 3 of you head east, not quite hacking your way through the jungle. It's not incredibly dense around this part.
We know how to deal with plants in this squad, don't we, Dash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dash has all the subtlety of a bulldozer in the middle of a wildlife preserve, and he just uses his phaser from time to time to machete
Jesus.
through the wildlife, through the underbrush.
Give a man a phaser.
Well, it's Starfleet protocol.
It doesn't take very long. You come upon a clearing, and there is a fully intact shuttlecraft landed there smoothly. The back door is down. The interior is in reasonably good condition, though you find a discarded at least rips portions of a discarded Starfleet uniform and other pieces of gear left inside, but no sign of any Starfleet personnel.
Captain, I've just had a thought. Why are we trying to find parts to repair the other shuttle when we have a perfectly functional one right here?
Oh, is it perfect? I don't know. I don't see a ramp corporal nowhere, so they're ignoring
We'll
fucking
have to
protocols.
stop by the other shuttle to pick up.
Oh yeah, Mary.
Ramp Corporal Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
It is in functional condition.
Okay, we'll just take this one. All right, hurry up. Let's go.
What about Doctors Wallace and Stewart?
Yeah, we'll scoop them too. We're like space Uber.
All right, so then we don't have to look for these ingredients. If we've got the data on the ship, we can just like synthesize shit up on the Fieri. Right?
Yeah, we could do whatever up there, man. That ship is made for cooking.
Be extra spicy.
Habanero.
So who's piloting the shuttlecraft?
I think that would be Cham.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to imagine that's what Cham shouts every time he takes off in a shuttle. Habanero.
All right, so you guys, the ion storm is still raging overhead. You're low enough to the ground that you're away from the main danger point, but it is still very turbulent atmosphere. You come in towards the science station, land, are hustling out the two scientists. Well, one of them, you're bringing him out on a cot because, like a stretcher, because he's not able to walk.
Dash looks for restraints for the cot.
Turns out standard Starfleet cots don't come with restraints. This is a civilized and peaceful society.
Yeah.
All right, belts, everyone.
Don't worry, if he apes out, if he apes out, I'll pinch him.
Fair enough.
It's not even St. Patrick's Day.
You hear wild hooting, and at least half a dozen Neanderthal types are on the other side of the fence and start hurling rocks towards you as you all escape towards the shuttle.
Ah, dang, cut it out, 8 buddies. We'll send down a cure. We'll shoot it at you.
So everybody's going to have to make fitness and security rolls to stop from getting smacked by a rock.
Okay. For Dash, fitness is 10, security is 15, so total of 15.
Okay, Cham has a fitness and security of 12.
Jerry has a fitness and security of 11.
Difficulty 1.
Okay. It's a 6 and an 8, so 2 successes.
Oh, Cham's going down.
Jerry rolled 2 16s.
Cham got a 14 and a 17.
So each of you take 1 stress. And which of you was helping the Dr. Wallace carry the stretcher?
Dash.
No, it wasn't Dash because he succeeded.
Oh, okay.
Cham's typically the helpful one, so I think it was Cham.
So Cham caught a rock on his hand and it really stings and he let go of the stretcher.
Oh, damn.
And Dr. Stewart rolls out and stands up shaking.
Okay, enough for you.
Rips his shirt, apes out, and grabs Dr. Wallace and raises her over his head and is going to throw her down the ravine.
Dash takes 2 steps forward and just Sparta kicks Dr. Stewart in the chest and tries to catch Dr. Wallace when she falls back down.
Cool, I'll allow it. Difficulty 2.
All right.
Fitness plus security.
All right. It's a 15. I'm going to spend a momentum.
Or daring plus security, either way.
They're both 10. 12 and a 14. 2 successes.
She lands smoothly in your arms. Dr. Stewart, hooting and cursing, tumbling down the ravine, bashes his head out on a rock at the bottom. Dr. Wallace is a bit breathless at this.
Dash doesn't really register the irony of the moment and still calls out to Dr. Stewart as he falls down the ravine, "Live long and prosper."
That's my line.
Is that just Vulcans?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Rocks are banging off the side of the shuttlecraft as the 4 of you hustle inside and take to the air.
Wait a minute. I want to address this appropriation, cultural appropriation that just happened.
Everyone ignores Jerry as the shuttlecraft flies over the ground towards your wrecked shuttlecraft, where Ramp Corporal Maryhill will be waiting. You land, but a terrible tragedy has occurred.
Oh, no.
Hey, Mary, get on.
Some terrible malfunction. All that's left of Ramp Corporal Maryhill is her hand, locked on the button to seal the ramp.
Oh, she was still trying to get it raised?
Well, that's Starfleet protocol. She did her job. And you know what? We're going to honor her when we get back. We're going to name this week's appetizer special after Mary.
If I could feel any emotion, I would probably be sad.
But the rest of you, the important members of the team, escape this planet, Xerxes IV, with Dr. Wallace. You make it back to the Fieri. You synthesize a cure for Irumodic syndrome, but the malady of the devolution you are never able to solve.
Well, we could send some of it back for Mary, right?
So the three of you are on the bridge. Dr. Wallace is in medical, and you're making your report to Admiral Eric Daniels of Starfleet.
Hey, Eric, it's Cham.
Captain Cham.
Yeah.
And Dash, sir.
Yes.
Hi.
What happened on Xerxes IV?
Man, it was a monkey business.
I always liked your reports, Captain Cham.
Yeah, they're fun. I like to have a little bit of fun with my reports. We got a saying on my planet or in my country. What's good for the goose is good for everybody because gooses are magic. Right?
I love that saying.
Yes.
Yes.
I would just like to state for the record that Xerxes has lots of beautiful trees.
Yeah, but it's kind of a shithole, but they make for good bridging.
You chop them down, they become logs. And
I assume all the members of the science research team were recovered successfully by the Fieri.
Well, no, sir.
We got one of them, sir.
They turned into these crazy monkey men. So we got the one.
1 out of 13 ain't bad, Cham.
That's what I was saying. And I don't even know math.
All right. Well, proceed to Starbase 123 because your next mission is going to take you deep into the Shackleton Expanse.
Oh, yeah, what's that about?
I haven't read it yet, Cham. So I couldn't really tell you.
Well, I just want to say thank you, and I'm glad we're buddies. Even though you're my superior, we're still cool.
Sure.
And I want to thank every single person, especially Mary and those other dudes that came with us. But Jerry, good job, buddy.
Thank you, Cham.
You did terrific with your sciencing, and then you kind of got apey, but that's okay because we fix it. And then Dash,
Yes, sir.
you security so good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I like you.
I might not be able to express emotion, but I gotta say, I like Cham's style of captaining.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
Daniel's out.
Okay, bye, Daniel.
And of course, the screen goes black.
Well, that was a dumb time. I guess we better go on to the next mission, though, because that's what you do on these shows.
So there's the camera pans out and we see the Fieri turning towards its next
Drive-in.
its next drive-in. Turning towards its next star and it jumps to warp and of course then, black screen, blue text.
Theme music.
Yeah. Created by Gene Roddenberry.
Well, that's fun. Once again, nice to have Modiphius back.
Well, and this is just our first Star Trek arc. We're going to play it a little while longer. We're going to do some other Star Trek stuff.
Cool.
I like the Star Trek.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah, we haven't even scratched the surface either. There's so much else that we're going to get to do with our ship. And
I know. I'm itching. I've got a ship page or character sheet for the Fieri.
Yeah, we're going to do some Starship combat. It's going to be
Yes, please.
Sweet.
nice.
14 Klingon birds of prey versus you guys.
Sweet.
I like it.
And there is a Klingon version of this game, too, for
Yes.
folks who are interested in playing the Star Trek Adventures game.
Yeah, you can play as a Klingon ship, which we are going to do for
Right.
sure.
Absolutely.
There's
And
not a Telluride version, though.
Turns out, no.
Yeah.
No,
we will be speaking Klingon the entire time.
Dear
Yep.
God.
Absolutely not. No, I just really like the 2D20 system. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
This
me
is
too.
one of my favorites that we played, though, honestly. Like, it's very cool. Like all of the Modiphius games, it takes elements from other games, but make it
Yeah.
unique in their own way. And
Yeah.
this has been really fun.
And I really love the open-endedness of the skill checks and stuff like that.
I just like space.
Yeah, it's fun to be in space, too.
Well,
Yeah.
I like our Patreon members.
Yeah, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, we had several in this episode.
Yeah.
Adam Wallace.
And Kurt Stewart.
Eric Daniels, and of course, a brief cameo by Mary Hill.
Yeah, well, she was a major character in the last one, but
Yeah.
But Ramp Corporal it's the toughest job for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. People think guarding the ramp, like, yeah, I want that.
No,
you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No. High fatality rate.
That's why she gets double time
Yeah, it's like being a teacher.
at healthcare.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Her whole family will be taken care of for life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to, give a shout out to Norse Foundry. We've been using their dice, and we're going to do some other stuff with them in the future. We're pretty happy about that.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They have an Instagram page, and they showcase a lot of their products on there. And if you like dice, these are like the most beautiful dice.
If you just like looking at pretty things.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Barrel and Bond, downtown Paducah, 100 Broadway.
But use the restroom. There is no longer any danger of becoming a Neanderthal.
As long as you don't stay in there longer than 20 minutes.
25 minutes and you're dead.
Well, 25 minutes and everybody else in there is dead.
True.
Because
Yeah.
you just lost your goddamn
Yeah,
mind.
so don't eat the cheese platter while you're there.
And thank you to you, person listening to this, presumably. I assume you're a person. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you as always to all our listeners. Feel free to rate us and subscribe on your podcast vessel of choice. Follow us on the social medias, and we're going to get some more polls going soon too. So
We are.
we're going to play Star Trek for a bit, but we often like to throw the option of what game we play next too, because we still got a stack.
Yes.
Yes.
Always growing, so we'll always throw that option to our listeners when we can.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.